Hello, dear viewer. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily pick a card reading. Maybe it's more accurately pick a pile because I like to do 3 cards and see how they tell a story. So ask your intuition which one you're going to pick today. I've got some cute little fall kinds of objects here. We've got some gourds. We've got some little tiny pumpkins. So pick the one that your intuition tells you to pick, and we will go ahead and do the readings. I'll put the timestamps in the description below so that you know where yours begins. There we go. I like to keep these in order. All right. So for those of you who chose the little orange pumpkin, we have the 2 of Wands. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, now don't get freaked out by the 10 of Swords. It's a minor arcana, and it is a completion card, so there are some good things about that. What I think I'm seeing here, the story to me that this one tells is regarding your work or your source of income. There might be something about it that is not working for you very well. And maybe, sure, it's an opportunity for money, but it's reversed. So there's something a little off about it. There's something that's not ideal about it. Yeah, the 10 of Swords can sometimes be like, when it comes with a card that to me means work or income coming in, it usually would mean it feels like you feel a little martyred. You feel like it's costing you too much for it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, to the point where you even feel like issues with money may affect your health, certainly affect you emotionally. So these are minor arcana. So that means that, this isn't some huge event or anything, but you may have a moment today where you feel a little bit like reevaluating your source of income and asking yourself if it's costing you too much, essentially. Maybe there's something you want to change. Maybe you want to explore your options. Then there's the 2 of Wands, which is a wonderful card. See, sometimes the cards like this, it's a completion card. It's a moment when you feel like, okay, I've really got to do something about this. If you're unhappy because maybe you're putting too many hours in at work, maybe there's something you do have to change about how many hours you put in, if you possibly can, or at least look into something. This guy, he wouldn't even hesitate to look at different jobs. He does not hesitate to explore his options. He's full of adventure, not dread. Hopefulness, not fear. He's got the world in his hands. And he's looking at a couple of different options. And both of them draw him. So, even if there's a little bit of worry as you consider other options, that can be turned into energy if you look at it from the point of view of exploration. Like, what does life have in store for me next? And in trust that you will be guided, you will be led by spirit and your intuition. So, even though, there is some money, you're feeling a little like, maybe I ought to explore some different options for how I'm spending my time and how, maybe even how I'm managing the money. All right, so that feels like that's about money and work, or work, I should say. Let's see about this one. Whoever chose the little green gourd, let's look at yours. Oh, this is always so exciting to me. I just can't wait to see this story. We have the 6 of Wands, which is victory. That's wonderful. The 10 of Wands, which is working pretty darn hard there at it, or worrying pretty hard at it, one or the other. And 5 of Wands reversed. Okay, so it looks like you are today experiencing a breakthrough, or you're experiencing a victory. And this is minor arcana, so it might not seem like huge, but, for some of you it could be. But it's a victory, you know. What you have contributed perhaps is recognized. The Five of Wands is reversed, and that's a little bit of conflict, and it's just a little bit of conflict between people who have some sort of relationship with each other. Maybe it's family, maybe it's coworkers, maybe it's friends, something. You know, a little bit of debate perhaps, you know. But it's reversed, meaning even though there may be an area where there tends to once in a while be some conflict, not today, you know, not today. Today you're fine. Today, yes, you may be handling a lot, but you know what? You're handling it. And you know what? Somebody's recognizing that. You're getting recognition for that. You're reaping the rewards of that. You're going to be doing that. The Ten of Wands is a completion card. Maybe you've been handling something extra lately, and now this guy's strong, and he's going to bring them home, you know, but maybe you've been handling a little extra. At least this card tells me that it pays off for you. And maybe it helps the conflict. I just feel like you just stay out of that. You just stay out of that. You got other things to worry about. There's so much winning to do. So it's like that. All right. Now let's look at who picked the orange gourd, the little orange gourd. So we've got the 10 of coins. We've got the King of Wands reversed. And we've got the Queen of Swords. All right. So we have some mature figures here, probably representing, one of them representing you and perhaps another one representing someone else in your life. The Queen of Swords, let me describe these people so you can identify them, whether it's you or somebody in your life. So now the Queen of Swords, she's mature, so she's wise. She's very logical, and she is not afraid to speak her mind, because she feels like she's sharing something that's logical, that makes sense, and she's thought it through, you know? She's not, if she is sometimes coming off as a bit direct, she's not doing it because to harm anybody. She's doing it to, like, let's cut to the chase, you know? Let's cut to the chase. And she's guided by her logic. But the Queen of Swords can also be somebody who is guided by inspiration, you know, hearing from the other side. You know how that Ace of Swords is an offering of a truth or insight or revelation from the other side. She's good at that. She's good at hearing that. So that's the Queen. Now the King of Wands, he is full of purpose. A lot of times he is a boss. He is a person in a position of authority. He is mature. He can he feels like he can get anything done. He tends to focus on one thing at a time, and there's one particular goal that he doesn't veer from to the left or to the right. He's going to keep that one important goal always, no matter what he does with his day. Now, also, please know that gender is irrelevant in these cards. You know, this could just as easily be the King of Swords. This could just as easily be the Queen of Wands. He's got some fire. He's got some energy. He's got strength of purpose. So that's the King of Wands. And he is reversed, though. And then we have the 10 of coins. So against a backdrop of lovely security, where, you know, there really is some stability here. There's some family stability here. This is the legacy card. When you get this card, you're encouraged to be happy with the legacy that you have left, what you worked hard to earn to leave, whether that's financially or otherwise. Stability. So against this lovely backdrop of stability, we have these two cards. I feel like these are two different people. They may not always see things the same way, and maybe that's why the King of Wands is reversed. It's okay. There's, you know, this backdrop of security and stability is there. It's okay, but they may not always see things the same way because they're different. You know, they have different strengths. And I would imagine the King of Wands type and a Queen of Wands type could have some real arguments. Because the Queen of Swords, she is assertive. She's assertive. She knows what she knows. She's going to say it. King of Wands is kind of full of energy and feels like he's going to be very purposeful in sharing his opinion because we're going in this direction, you know. So I could see some clashes happening with these two. I think the message here, though, is don't worry. There is maturity in both of these figures, even if one of them may be struggling a bit with that occasionally. And there is that backdrop of general overall security. So that is an interesting one. And I know you'll bring your intuition to it to try to figure out who those people are. So we have the little yellow-orange pumpkin. Whoever chose that one, let's see what we get. We get the Chariot card, we get the Page of Cups, and we get the Devil card. So these three together for a few of you, not most of you, but for a few of you, this could have to do with addiction, perhaps drinking, okay? Once in a while, the Devil card is about addiction or excess, not even addiction, excess, you know, doing something too much, thinking about something too much. So the Devil card can be about excess and the Chariot about, you know, people are pulled forward. So if it's you or somebody in your environment who are having trouble with excess, the Chariot is a very good energy because even though it might feel out of control, it's pulling the whole situation forward, you know, like it's drawn by these sphinxes, like it's, you know, drawn through the air and away it goes. It's pulling the whole situation forward so that there can be some change. Because the Devil shows up when we're bedeviled, when we're not ready for change yet, but boy, we're getting there. Because, you know, it is getting old. Thinking about this thing again or doing the same thing again and again. It's starting to get old. You know, it's starting to get frustrating. It's starting to get problematic. So the Devil usually comes in to get us ready for some beautiful supernatural card like this one, the Chariot, which is, see, he's got, I say it's a supernatural card because he's got no reins. He is not steering this chariot, nor is he he's not doing anything. He's just being pulled along. So a lot of times the Devil comes in to get us ready for a supernatural shift. And then we're really ready and we're really in a good spot to take advantage of it. Because Spirit wants to shake us up out of something, out of a pattern that's just not doing us much good. So, you know, for many, it'll be like that. For those who aren't dealing with any kind of excess or addiction or anything, the Devil still can be about bedevilment, like repeated thought patterns, that kind of thing. You know what? For those of you who would say it's more that for you, these two cards together would suggest you're being told, don't worry. If you're worrying, if that's the repeated thought pattern, this is saying, don't worry, you're going to be pulled forward out of this. It's going to be okay. Whatever it is you're worrying, it's starting to speed up your ticket out of it. It might look a little worrisome, like which way is it going to go? But it's fine. It's good. It's good supernatural energy. And in fact, you are encouraged to actually enjoy it. You're encouraged to take it lightly. You're encouraged to see the humor in it. You're encouraged to chuckle at it. You're encouraged to say, well, this is exciting, instead of, oh no, which way is this going to go? Look at the excitement with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups just, you know, is willing to see the delight in about anything. So that's interesting. So sort of like, be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. This is about over. You're being pulled out of that. All right. Well, I thank you all so very much. And you have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.